Today, we will explore a fascinating and perhaps somewhat unsettling topic: the intelligence of crows. For decades, scientists have studied these creatures, discovering that not only are they capable of using tools, but they also modify and adapt them for complex purposes, challenging our perception of animal intelligence. Are you ready to find out why crows are not just ordinary birds? Get ready to be amazed. Before we begin, make sure to subscribe to the Pearls of Wisdom channel so you don't miss upcoming videos on personal and spiritual growth. It's important to watch this video until the end, as you'll discover exactly how the intelligence of crows can change your perception of animals and their cognitive abilities. Now, let's get started. Crows have been the subject of numerous scientific experiments that have highlighted their surprising cognitive abilities. These birds demonstrate not only sophisticated tool use, but also strategic planning for the future, behaviors once thought to be exclusive to humans and a few other species. Crows' tool use is not limited to merely employing objects found in the environment, but also includes modifying and adapting them to meet specific needs. For example, crows have been observed breaking branches to transform them into hooks used to extract food from narrow containers or crevices. This behavior reflects a sophisticated understanding of cause and effect relationships and physical manipulation, demonstrating a form of complex and abstract reasoning. In addition to sophisticated tool use, crows have shown the ability to plan for future needs, a capacity long considered a unique characteristic of humans and a few other species. Studies have revealed that they can store objects for later use or hide food in places they will remember later. These birds also demonstrate the ability to delay immediate gratification for a greater future benefit, as evidenced by tests where waiting led to better rewards. These discoveries have led researchers to reconsider the limits of animal intelligence and expand our understanding of which species may exhibit complex or superior behaviors. The ability for strategic planning indicates a level of cognition that goes beyond simple conditioned learning or reaction to immediate stimuli, placing crows in a very small category of animals that can think and plan in abstract terms. In a study published in Science, researchers showed that crows can choose, modify, and store tools for later use, a behavior that implies a form of planning and abstract thinking. The cited study represents a milestone in animal intelligence research, especially concerning crows. In this work, researchers conducted experiments demonstrating how crows can not only use tools, but also select them carefully, modify them to better fit specific tasks, and store them for future use. This series of behaviors highlights significantly advanced cognitive abilities. The fact that crows can plan for the future by modifying and storing tools reveals a level of abstract and prospective thinking. For example, in one experiment, they had to choose the most suitable tool to retrieve food from a container. After using it, instead of discarding it, the crow would keep the tool for future use. This behavior implies not only an immediate understanding of the problem and potential solutions, but also the ability to anticipate future needs, a trait once thought to be limited to humans and some primates. These results have led scientists and researchers to reconsider not only the cognitive abilities of crows, but also the very definition of intelligence. Intelligence, as revealed by such studies, cannot be rigidly defined or confined to certain behaviors or species. The discovery that crows use abstract thinking and planning to solve complex problems opens new avenues for studying intelligence across the animal kingdom. It suggests that many cognitive abilities once considered exclusive to humans are more widespread and variably manifested in the animal world than previously recognized. But their intelligence doesn't stop there. Other studies have shown that crows possess a form of self-awareness and are capable of deception, a strategy to manipulate the behavior of other crows or animals to their advantage. This manipulation ability is considered a sign of high social and strategic intelligence. Self-awareness in crows has been studied through various experiments, including the mirror test, commonly used to assess whether an animal can recognize its own reflection as such, indicating a form of self-recognition. Crows have shown signs of self-recognition in the mirror, a behavior exhibited by few animals other than humans, some primates, and dolphins. This ability suggests not only self-awareness but also the possibility of thinking in terms of self versus other, a fundamental distinction for complex social behaviors. In terms of deception, crows can use sophisticated tactics to manipulate both other crows and other species. A classic example is their behavior of hiding food in one place while other crows are watching, only to secretly move it later when no one is watching. This behavior implies not only an awareness of other crows as separate entities that can interfere with or exploit their resources, but also strategic planning and the ability to anticipate and influence the behavior of others. The ability to deceive in crows is significant because it suggests a high level of social and strategic intelligence. It implies that crows understand, to some extent, other minds, a capacity known as theory of mind, which allows them to attribute mental states to themselves and others. Manipulating these mental states for personal gain is one of the most sophisticated forms of intelligence, indicative of a deep understanding of social dynamics and power relationships. These behaviors not only demonstrate that crows are incredibly intelligent, but also raise important philosophical and scientific questions about the nature of intelligence and the complexity of animal thought. Studies on self-awareness and deception in crows challenge the traditional perception of cognitive abilities in birds and expand our concept of intelligence, highlighting how such traits are more broadly distributed in the animal kingdom than previously recognized. Crows demonstrate notable cognitive ability even in recognizing and remembering human faces, a characteristic that has been explored in detail through scientific research. This ability allows them to distinguish between different individuals and modify their behavior based on past interactions, showing a sophisticated interplay between memory and social learning. In one study, crows were exposed to experimenters who behaved in friendly or threatening ways. Subsequently, the crows demonstrated their ability to recognize these individuals and alter their behavior accordingly, avoiding those who had shown hostile behaviors and approaching those who had been friendly. The recognition of human faces by crows involves the use of complex cognitive processes, such as long-term memory and pattern recognition. These birds can store information about individuals and situations for extended periods and use this information to influence future decisions. This type of learning is known as social learning, as it relies on observation and interaction with other individuals. The ability of crows to recognize and remember human faces reinforces the idea that they possess a form of sophisticated intelligence, not limited to simple or instinctual tasks. These discoveries prompt further research into the depth and breadth of crows' cognitive abilities and how these compare with other species, including humans. This aspect of their intelligence also offers interesting insights into how cognition develops and operates in the animal kingdom, leading to a greater understanding of the neural and behavioral bases of intelligence. Traditionally, research on intelligence has focused predominantly on humans and a few other species, such as chimpanzees and dolphins. Crows and other bird species demonstrate cognitive abilities that challenge these conventional models, prompting scientists to reconsider and expand the very definition of intelligence. This could lead to a more inclusive and multidimensional model of intelligence that embraces various forms of cognition and behavioral adaptation. Studying how crows use their relatively small brains to perform tasks requiring advanced cognitive abilities can offer new insights into how neural networks are organized and function. This could lead to a better understanding of the neural mechanisms underlying intelligence, applicable also to studies of human intelligence and the development of more efficient artificial intelligences. Understanding the complexity of behavior and intelligence in these special animals can have direct implications for species conservation and habitat management. Knowledge of their cognitive and social strategies can help design better conservation programs, taking into account their behavioral and cognitive needs. The approaches used by crows to solve problems may also inspire new algorithms in artificial intelligence. The ability of these birds to make choices based on past experiences and anticipate future events can serve as a model for developing AI systems that mimic real-world planning and adaptation. Finally, Highlighting the cognitive abilities of crows and other animals can raise public awareness of the intelligence and emotional complexity of animals, promoting a more respectful and ethical attitude towards wildlife and the environment in general. Thank you for joining us in this fascinating exploration of these extraordinary beings. We sincerely hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave us your valuable like and subscribe to the Pearls of Wisdom channel for more content like this. See you in the next video.